The caution flag is still out on the course because of the spin of Salt Walter. Fortunately, nobody was hurt in that one. Salt continued on his way, and I thought he did a very nice job of getting it down on the infield. Had that car come back out onto the track with all the traffic behind him, you know what could have happened. But there is the key to it. See that car smoking at the top of your screen? That's the car that blew, and that is the oil on the track. We have always been impressed with many of the safety features that NASCAR employs, the harnesses, the roll bars, the fire extinguishers, and before we got underway today, Jackie had a chance to look at one of these Grand National cars.
I saw one of the most spectacular accidents that I've ever seen in motor racing occur at this track last year in the Permitex 300. Red Farmer barrel rolled his car, how many times I don't know, down the front straightaway. The man escaped almost uninjured. He was at the racetrack the next day. How did that occur? It occurred because, first of all, the car is properly built, and when an accident occurs, NASCAR have now built in so many backup safety facilities that a driver really has a very strong possibility not only to live through an accident, but not be seriously injured. From my point of view, in all of my racing, I've never seen a safer form of motor racing than NASCAR. There are 10 trucks such as this spread around the 2.5 miles of this tri-oval. In each truck, there are two men, the driver and the operator. On this truck are the safety equipment. Now, what is this?
Spreader, Jackie.
Now what happens in the case of an accident?
Well, the idea is to get the man out. You use this, slide it in there to spread your metal apart. You might have to free a limb, a leg, caught between the clutch pedal, something like that. So you spread it apart with that. To get
How does that operate?
Hydraulically with this jack.
Okay, now these are the additional accessories along here for this. Now we've got more basic essentials. We've got great crowbars here. We've even got an axe. In addition to that, you've got a fire extinguisher, a normal handheld fire extinguisher. But to supplement that, we have on the front end of the truck here a 350-pound powder fire extinguisher that is pressure-fed, that'll put a fire out, even a major fire, in a NASCAR vehicle in about 20 seconds. In addition to that, there are, of course, backup people as well. Quite a lot of equipment for emergency that might be needed in a big hurry.
We're standing here at Salt Walter's pit. The crew can't get over the fact that Salt has not come in. His tires are probably flat-spotted. They want to change the 4 tires. The car seems to be all right. He's restarted and back in line. 2 stars, however, have gone out of this competition very early. Cale Yarborough and Dick Brooks, both of whom could have won the race. We'll be standing by when Salt does get in here. Back to you, Bill.
Yeah, okay, Chris, on that Cale Yarborough, car number 11, apparently they put a new engine in that car overnight, so it didn't even get out on the race course. Can you confirm that with us?
They decided to change engine suppliers. They'd been using a McLaren engine. They weren't happy with it in the qualifying round, and now they've gone to another maker. And whether there was an engine on Cale's car that's sidelined or not, I do not know. I have not been down there.
Okay, well, the official word was that the engine blew, so unfortunately he's out of the race, and we're taking a look at A.J. Foyt, who incidentally had moved his way up to 10th spot after starting in 31st. 14 laps have been completed. We've got a long way to go. Number 63, Terry Bivens, an unknown, really, from Shawnee Mission, Kansas, has the lead on the race course right now with Jackie Rogers behind him. That is due to the fact that the leaders, Buddy Baker, Walton, and so forth, have come in for pit stops. Some of these other drivers choosing not to come in off the race course, but of course, that will automatically catch up with them. On the 16th lap, incidentally, the average speed for the first 10 laps before the spin-out was 179.283 miles per hour. We had a yellow on the 9th lap between 9 and 10. The green has come out on 16. And just to bring you up to date, Cale Yarborough is out of the race, as is Richard Brooks. Neil Bonnet was out for a long time in the pits, but we still have lots of cars running. And as they come down, it is lap number 16, and in the lead right now. As they flash by, it looks like
Buddy Baker.
It is Buddy, but I'm wondering if the official score will list it in the lead. Buddy Baker, and then Richard Petty right behind him. That's it. Buddy Baker in the lead. That's where he was before. That's where he is right now. Buddy Baker of Charlotte, North Carolina, driving one of those new 76 Fords in this race, hoping that it will have the aerodynamics. They changed a little bit this year. He didn't think it would be as good on the super speedway as perhaps the short track.
No, they think that the new 76 shape is not as good as what they had before. The Mercury and the Ford, the old ones, were, of course, much sleeker on the back end, and this meant that the wind got over the car a much smoother way, and Buddy's really been worried whether the super speedways are going to treat the 76 Ford properly. But I think he's going to be more happy about the other events later on in the season.
All right, as he comes by, we have 181 laps to go. We'll be returning to the Daytona 500 as the afternoon progresses. But for right now, this is Bill Fleming, along with Jackie Stewart and Chris Economaki, saying so long from the Daytona International Speedway, where Buddy Baker is in the lead at the present time. Ramos starts in second, and Richard Petty third. Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bill Fleming, along with Jackie Stewart and Chris Economaki, reporting live from the Daytona International Speedway for the Daytona 500. This is the 18th running of this race, and on the course right now, you're seeing Benny Parsons take the lead for the very first time this afternoon. The defending 500 champion has just passed A.J. Foyt for the lead. So Benny Parsons, the ex-taxi driver from Detroit, now living in Ellerbe, North Carolina, has taken the lead in that number 72 Chevy, followed by the Gilmore Chevy, number 28, driven by A.J. Foyt. The interesting thing right now as far as strategy, with 141 laps completed and with 59 to go, is that David Pearson in the Wood Brothers Mercury is up a pit stop on the rest of the cars. Now, Cuckoo Marlin, you saw a shot of him. He's officially in third place. But again, we have to emphasize that car number 21 has one less pit stop, perhaps, to make than the others, Jackie Stewart.
This could be enormously important, depending on what happens now with the yellow flags. If there are no yellow flags, this is going to help David Pearson because he's made his pit stop and he's only got one to go. This is going to be a very significant situation for him.
All right, now, a little bit ago, less than 15 minutes ago, we reported to you live here from the Speedway just after an accident happened involving three cars, Johnny Ray's car, Farrell Harris's car, and the pole-sitter Remo Stott. That is what they look like. Stott is on the left, 83. In the middle is Ray, and on the right is Farrell Harris.
Now, the position there is the center car there belonging to John Ray was T-boned, as they call it down here. It was run into by car 82, which, of course, hit him fairly hard right at the driver's seat, more or less. Luckily, he hasn't got serious injuries from what we've been given. There is a report from the hospital, but it's about the only sort of accident you can get down here where a driver can get seriously injured. But there we are. There's car number 72, Benny Parsons, the leader at this time. And remember, he was the leader last year, but A.J. Foyt slowing down. A.J. Foyt's got trouble. He's slowing down on the back straight. A.J. Foyt is a troubled man right now. This is a big disappointment. He's come from the 15th row. What a sad day for him right now, Bill.
A.J. Foyt started slowing down coming out of turn 2. We had the glasses on him, and it looked like it was trouble. There was no smoke from the automobile, but he went down on the inside apron, and currently running in second place, running neck and neck with Benny Parsons until that happened.
You know, it could be that he's got a gasoline problem here. It may be that A.J.'s got some trouble with gasoline. It may be that he's one short. We don't know. He may have switched off his engine. Let's wait. He's coming into pit lane right now. Just coasting in. It doesn't seem that he's got an engine running, but A.J.'s getting in there. The Gilmer crew waiting for him, obviously anticipating what's going on. He'll be shouting instructions to them right now. They're looking under the hood. They haven't bothered with the gas tank. I'm afraid it could be electrical. He had electrical troubles here earlier on in the 125 qualifier.
Now let's go down to Chris Economaki.
Okay. It's a case of nobody knows what's the matter yet, Bill. The mechanics are looking. A.J. has just shut the engine off. This looks like it might be the end of a fantastic day for A.J. They're putting the hood down, and that means it's all over. Let's see if we
can get a word with him, Chris.
Get a word with him.
Boy, he just ran a fantastic race.
He's going to be getting out. That was a very fast, fatal diagnosis on the engine. They're pushing the car away. When he gets out, we'll try and get with him. Back to you, Bill.
Okay, well, it's a sad A.J. Foyt and Jim Gilmore, the car owner, and Benny Parsons now. He did not inherit the lead. Let me make a point of that. He took the lead, and then A.J. dropped back, let's say, within a half a lap. But you remember a year ago when it was David Pearson who had the lead, and with 2 laps to go, spun out, and Parsons moved in to take the 1975 running of the 500. Well, Benny Parsons is right there where he was a year ago. Can he keep it going? There's still a lot of racing to go. 55 laps remaining in the grueling 500. Back in a moment.